alright? I want to talk about comedy. Comedy, it's a laugh, isn't it? Comedy. But, you know, comedy's important. It is. It's important in life. Laughter. You know, having fun. Telling a joke. Having a giggle with your pals. Or your missus or whatever. You know, having a laugh. It is fucking important. A mate once said to me, an old mate who I don't see anymore, he once said to me, when you become a Marxist, you'll never laugh again. He was wrong. He was wrong. I understand where he's coming from, because life does get more serious when you're politically aware, but you still need to have a laugh, man. You still need to look at the world and go, fuck this shit. Oh, there's a rabbit. Fuck this shit. I'm just going to enjoy myself for a while, you know? So comedy is great, man. I grew up with a dad who was constantly telling jokes. My dad is known for telling jokes. That if you meet somebody who knows me dad, the first thing they'll say is, oh, he tells us a great joke or something like that, you know what I mean? He's always telling jokes. Fuck knows how he remembers them, because I cannot remember jokes. But my dad does. He's got a brain full of jokes. It's mad. My granddad was actually a stand-up comedian. Not professionally, he did it for charity. I've got a record at home, a vinyl record with my granddad on it. I mean, he's long dead, my granddad. R.I.P. granddad, love you. But yeah, he did stand-up for charity for limbless. I think it was limbless soldiers, because he was in the army and that, you know. He was a miner as well, but he was in the army during the war. And I think he did this charity work, this comedian stuff for limbless soldiers, I think it was. I could be wrong on that, but he used to have calendars and that in his house of photographs of loads of limbless, you know, soldiers who'd lost limbs. Anyway, veterans, not soldiers, you know, retired soldiers. But whatever, my granddad was a comedian, and he used to dress up like an exaggerated version of a miner. String vest, fucking monkey shorts, pit butts, lamp, helmet, all that, you know. And I've got him on vinyl record, doing his little routine. I haven't listened to it for years. I'll have to dig it out again and have another listen. But so anyway, I come from a family of comedians, really, fucking daft shites, and I grew up as a daft shite myself, fucking having a laugh as much as possible. I was the class clown, or one of them. I mean, there was loads of class clowns in my class, because we were all fucking mad. But yeah, I always used to have a crazy time in school. Oh God, the shit I could tell you. It would take an hour just to get through some of it. I had a great laugh at school. I mean, I hated school, but laughter got us through it. Just having a fucking great laugh. Taking the piss out the teachers. It was fucking hilarious. It was great. I loved it. But I hated school. I couldn't wait to leave. And then when I got a job, I got a white ES when I was 16. And I did the same there. Just had a laugh. Just mucked about. Acted the goat, you know. Just clowned about like you do when you're just trying to laugh your way through life. This was long before politics. Then every job I got, I would be the same, you know. I'd just want to have a laugh, and I'd fucking make people laugh, and I'd just carry on all the time. And then when I learned to play guitar in me late 20s, early 30s, it just felt natural to write funny songs. I started writing comedy songs. I mean, vulgar comedy songs as well, you know, but that just tickled a certain type of audience. And I become known for that, quite well known. I was offered work in Benidorm. I turned it down, but I could have made that me livelihood, really, if I'd pursued it far enough. But to me, it was just a laugh. You know what I mean? I didn't want to make money out of it. But yeah, having a laugh's fucking really important. Even when I got into politics and life got more serious and I got more serious, I'd still have a laugh. You know, the people I hung about with would still, even now, we have a laugh. During political discussions, we have a laugh. It's part of life, man. And comedy, like professional comedy, comedians, my tastes vary. Recently I went to see Jim Owen at the fire station in Sunderland. Jim Owen, he's a guy from Northern Ireland. He lives in Australia now, but he's an Irish guy who his comedy's quite basic. It's what do they call it? Observational comedy, but it's basic. It's not complicated. It's quite simple but funny. I like Jim Owen, and our lass likes him, and my son likes him, and we all went together, you know, my son's girlfriend, and we had a great night. But I'm also into Stuart Lee. Now, Stuart Lee is a very intellectual comedian. His stuff goes way over the top of a lot of people's heads because he's deep, man. He's deep. He's probably Britain's most intelligent comedian. And if you're not a big thinker, you'll not get him. You'll just not get him. Ricky Gervais is nowhere near Stuart Lee in terms of intellectual comedy. And Ricky Gervais is too much for some people. So, Stuart Lee, I love Stuart Lee. He's fantastic live. I've seen him 3 or 4 times live. He's fucking amazing. Great comedian. But I like other comedians like Mickey Flanagan. I know he can be a bit vulgar, but hey, and I'm a socialist and I shouldn't like that sort of thing, but I do, right? Because I come from that sort of history, man, that background. You cannot shed all that forever, you know what I mean? It's always gonna make you laugh. So I like Mickey Flanagan. Who else do I like? What's his name? What's his name again, man? The ginger Scottish bloke. Frankie Boyle. Fantastic comedian. I love his blend of political stuff, but also just taking the piss out of people. I think that's class. Again, as a Marxist, I probably shouldn't like it. It's a bit too, it's not right on enough. It's not woke enough, if you like. But fuck it, I like him. One of my other favourite comedians who sadly doesn't do much anymore. He's mainly on YouTube doing like gaming and stuff, and I didn't follow that shite. But as a comedian, when he had his show on TV and when he was doing live performances, fucking top notch, class. Guy called Brian Limond, aka Limmy, Scottish comedian, Glaswegian, fucking really funny bloke. Went to see him live in Glasgow. Oh man, what a gig that was. What a gig. Perhaps the best comedy gig I've been to, although it's a toss-up between him and Stuart Lee. But yeah, Limmy, Stuart Lee, Mickey Flanagan, Frankie Boyle, Jim Owen, and loads of others that I cannot think of. I mean, I like Ricky Gervais. I like his acting more than his comedy, though. I think he's fantastic in TV stuff and films, you know. Afterlife was great. I really liked Afterlife, and of course The Office is fucking classic. But what was the other one? What was the other one he did, man? Where he was an actor. He was acting as an actor. Oh, forgetting it. Anyway, that was good as well. But yeah, there's others I could mention. I'll tell you who I don't like. Frank Skinner. I like Frank Skinner, he's good. But I'll tell you who I don't like. Fucking Chubby Brown. What a pile of shite, man. What a pile of right-wing garbage. He just picks on minorities, you know, and that doesn't appeal to me. That is shite. That is fucking horrible. He goes for the lowest common denominator, doesn't he? He appeals to that low level of intelligence, that fucking racist, sexist, homophobic level of unintelligence. He's horrible. I didn't like him one bit, and I've never been to see him, and I never would. And I think people who do go to see him need to get a grip, because he is fucking shite. But you know, there are stupid people who think he's good. But yeah, there's loads of good comedians about, man, and comedy is absolutely essential. And fuck it, I'm going to mention Blot. Look, I did say I wouldn't mention Blot anymore, but I'm going to mention him in a positive context. Blot is funny. I like watching him. I shouldn't like watching him because he is vulgar, and I'm a Marxist, and we're not meant to like that sort of thing. But hey, I haven't always been a Marxist. I come from a vulgar background. I was vulgar myself most of my life, so you know, that sort of stuff will titillate us a bit. I can't help it. I mean, I didn't like his racism, and I didn't like his homophobia, and I didn't like his sexism. But in small amounts, you know, I can tolerate it, and I will overlook some of you know, my negative thought towards it, and I will just go with the flow and enjoy it. Look, me and Blot have had our disagreements. I've criticised him a lot, but I have to say, he's one of the best things on YouTube. I watch his videos still, even though he irritates us sometimes, even though he annoys us at times. I still watch him. I still think he's funny. He had us fucking laughing me backside off the other night when he was ripping the piss out of his old Geordie gaffer in the factory that he worked at. Fucking hell, man. That took me back to my factory days when I worked at a factory in Gateshead. He's doing this Geordie accent. Eee! It was hilarious. I loved that, man. And I told him so as well in an email, because I thought that was class. But yeah, Blot, it's good comedy up to a point. I didn't like it all, but I can fucking appreciate some of it. And yeah, having a laugh, man. I mean, that's Blot's outlook on life, just having a laugh. It's not my outlook. I think having a laugh has its place, and having a serious, you know, take on reality is also really important, and a political outlook. But I agree with Blot. Comedy is fucking vital. Having a laugh is absolutely essential. And if you don't have a laugh, well, you can end up your own arse, can't you? You can end up a bit of a dickhead who nobody likes. And even though I have a serious side, I still love to have a laugh. I still love comedy. I still love making people laugh. So people who are in my company for a drink or whatever, they're not disappointed usually, because I'm not a dickhead. I'm not serious all the time, and that is, to me, very fucking important. But anyway, yeah, I'm home now. I'm gonna go in and probably watch something funny, and I might have a little drinky as well, because life's shit, innit? And we all need to escape. So, see you in the next one. Keep laughing, comrades. Solidarity. Ta-ra.